Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the Voice of Reason. Today, we are continuing our ongoing coverage of the Russia-Ukrainian war. As most of you have probably already heard within the last several hours, it is now being reported that there has been an explosion at the Kirch Strait bridge. If you remember, this is the bridge that the Russians created that connect Russia proper with the Crimean Peninsula. And that was obviously very, very important prior to the conflict. Obviously, Russia did not have this land corridor that it now possesses from Russia to the Crimean Peninsula. But specifically, this is the area where the strike occurred. And it looks like at least only part of the bridge was damaged. It does appear that the Russians are still able to move back and forth across from Crimea to Russia proper. But and you know, again, many folks watching the channel would consider that the Crimean Peninsula is Russia proper, and prior to Nikita Khrushchev handing over the Crimean Peninsula to what at the time was the Republic of Ukraine during the Soviet Union, it had been part of Russia. So that's kind of what has transpired over the course of the last several hours. Now the question is what caused this? Was this a truck bomb? Was this some sort of missile attack? Very difficult to say at this point. It is being alleged that it was some sort of explosive device on a truck that caused the damage to the Kirch Strait Bridge, but again, very difficult to say at this moment. It could have even been quite possibly well, I'm not going to even go that route, but again, very, very difficult to say at this point as we continue to monitor the situation. And again, as we had reported yesterday, things are continuing to get worse within the scope of this conflict. And I'm not going to keep it very long today. I'm trying to ascertain what is happening with YouTube. Obviously, from my earlier post, it appears that any discussions, any independent discussion about Ukraine will get your channel demonetized. And let me just say this real quick. It is not free to operate a YouTube channel. There are many channels, and I'm just talking about my channel specifically. But there are many channels that it is their primary source of income in terms of receiving advertising revenue. And again, for some of these guys, they put in significant effort into maintaining these channels. I mean, it is a 8-hour a day job, if not more. For me, probably not that much, a couple hours a day. And again, it's not something that it ultimately is free as well. Just to give you one example, I have to get a book. It is the Military Balance. It's published by the International Institute for Strategic Studies, and every year this book is released, and it gives you kind of an organizational overview of each nation state on the planet's military capabilities. It talks about their organizational structure, their equipment holdings, and the transfers of weapons. That one book will cost me between $500 and $600. One book. That's just information. And then there's all kinds of other sources of information that has to be paid for to be able to provide you, the viewer, with accurate information. And it's not free. And some of these channels who are obviously traveling and producing a much higher grade of content. I mean, obviously, look, this is just a map in me talking. And if a map in me talking disturbs YouTube that much to have the channel demonetized, and again, demonetizing is, in effect, canceling the channel, or attempting to. I mean, look, Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson, they make millions of dollars every year. How do they make that money? Oh, well, yeah, they're allegedly reporting the news, but they're making their money because they obtain advertising revenue, and that's how it's done. But and again, I take no salary, and essentially for free. But again, that's what YouTube is doing right now. I mean, it's possible this could be something going on internally in YouTube in terms of a system malfunction, but it appears to be anyone discussing really current events that could be construed as somewhat sensitive. And obviously, there's two sides to every equation on anything you talk about, and so then what's next? And again, I don't use foul language on this channel. You don't see any sort of anything that would be harmful towards children other than discussion, words. But apparently, Google, the parent company of YouTube, doesn't like words. So much for free speech, huh? I'm out of here. Have a good day, everybody.